The Romantic era dates from 1820 to the 1900s. Artists felt more cut off from society because of the world's indifference to artistic culture and value. The Industrial Revolution brought the rise of affordable and responsive musical instruments. Music moved from palace and church to public concert hall and large orchestras. Romantic poets and artists rebelled against the classical culture. In the 19th century, the two main song structures are strophic and through composed. Romantic opera appeared in the national styles of Italy, Germany, and France. The different type of operas are opera seria, which is serious opera buffa, which is comic opera, and bel canto, which is beautiful singing. Some important composers of this era is Giuseppe Verdi. He dates from 1813 to 1901, and one of his most known pieces is called Rigoletto. Another important composer is Richard Wagner. He dates from 1813 to 1883. One of his most known pieces is called Die Walker. Giacomo Puccini from 1858 to 1924 is another composer that we should speak about. One of his well-known pieces called Madame Butterfly, Un bel dì. Robert Schumann is another important composer of this era. He dates from 1810 to 1856. And he's very known for the opera called In the Lovely Month of May. Frederick Chopin, from 1825 to 1849, is also another important composer of this era. And one of his most well-known pieces is called Mazurka. Now we're going to compare and contrast Schubert's Elfling and Schumann's In the Lovely Month of May. Elfling's rhythm is constant and triple and it has piano. Its texture is primary homophonic. Its tempo is presto. Its timbre is voice and piano. It has a wide range melody. Its meter is double meter, constant triple and piano, and a lifting feel. The lyrics are about a boy dying in his father's arms while his spirit is being taken by the devil. In the Lovely Month of May, its rhythm is dance-like. Its timbre is solo voice and piano. It has a double meter, slow tempo, wide melodic line set symbically. Its texture is piano and voice, and the lyrics are a love confession. They both share voice and piano. Berlioz Symphony Fantastique and Brahms Symphony No. 3. Symphony Fantastique, its melody is two main march, and its theme is A and B. Its texture is thick. It has violins, percussion, brass, woodwinds. It's a programmed symphony. Its tempo is fast. Its dynamic is forte, and its timbre is Provent timpani, and its instruments are in an unusual range. Brahms Symphony No. 3 is absolute music. Its melody is lyrical and has a waltz feel. Its meter is moderate triple meter, syncopation, 3 against 2 pattern. Its texture is thick. It has a call and response with instruments. It has a full orchestra. Its timbre is woodwinds, featured in the middle section, French horn, and which returns it back to A. Its dynamic is crescendo, and its tempo is andante. Now we're going to look at Schumann's In the Lovely Month of May and Beetle's Penny Lane. Schumann's In the Lovely Month of May is grave. It's a confession of love. Its rhythm is whole notes and half notes. Its meter has piano parts more freely and rising lines. It has a winding melodic melody. It's rise to climax. Its timbre is piano and voice. It has a thin texture with piano and voice. Beetle's Penny Lane, tempo is andante. It has one main voice with backup singers included. The texture includes piano, percussion, saxophone, guitar, piccolo, trumpets, bass, flutes. Its meter is a triple meter. and quadruple. Its melody is stepping. It has a continuous melody. Its timbre is voice and happy and upbeat, nostalgic. Piccolo trumpet solo. Its rhythm is shorter notes, quarter notes, and eighth notes. They share the quality of voice, stepping melody, and piano. In returning back to Berlioz' Symphony Fantastique and Brahms' Symphony No. 3, they both share the characteristic that there's no voice and they both have a thick texture. And this is my video for the Romantic period.